Picture the year 2026. You are a high net worth individual, and the news on your phone is entirely bad. Currencies are bleeding out, governments are seizing assets to cover debts, and the eat the rich crowd is getting louder. By the day, you need an exit strategy. The old playbook of hiding money in Caribbean shell companies or Swiss bank accounts has been dismantled by global regulatory crackdowns. The European Union and international watchdogs have closed the loopholes. Dubai is too flashy, Singapore is too expensive, and Swiss banks might freeze your accounts if you post the wrong opinion online. Instead, the ultra-wealthy are quietly migrating their capital to a tiny rock in the middle of the Indian Ocean, a place with no standing army, free healthcare, and a highly stable currency. This is an island that was explicitly predicted to fail. In 1961, a British economist named James Mead, who would later win a Nobel Prize, looked at the island's deep ethnic divisions and its total reliance on sugar farming. He concluded the place was doomed to perpetual poverty and conflict. This chart shows exactly how wrong he was. Today, Mauritius has a GDP per capita, adjusted for purchasing power parity, of over $33,000. That places it significantly higher than regional heavyweights like South Africa and Egypt, operating with zero foreign exchange controls and a banking sector holding assets larger than the country's entire GDP. Mauritius did not stumble into this wealth by discovering oil or mining gold. They realized that having zero natural resources meant they had to upgrade their laws and their people. They engineered an entire legal and economic system designed specifically to attract and protect global capital. The primary entry ticket for the global elite is the Property Development Scheme, or PDS. It is a simple transaction. You buy an approved luxury property for at least $375,000 US, and the government hands you permanent residency. This covers you, your spouse, your children, and even your retired parents. This residency unlocks a dynastic firewall: zero capital gains tax and zero inheritance tax. If you build wealth in London or New York, the government takes half of it when you die. In Mauritius, your entire portfolio passes to your children untouched. To access massive corporate tax cuts, foreign businesses must navigate the substance trap, illustrated in this vector flowchart. You cannot just rent a P.O. box. To drive your effective tax rate down to 3%, you must establish a physical headquarters, spend money locally, and employ actual human resident directors. Operating a legitimate headquarters activates over 45 double taxation agreements, or DTAs. These are diplomatic treaties between two countries that legally prevent a business from being taxed twice on the exact same cross-border income. Private equity funds route through here because it acts as a legal shield. Every haven claims to be safe until it is tested. In 2020, the Financial Action Task Force, the FATF, a global watchdog that monitors money laundering, slapped Mauritius onto its dreaded gray list. For a banking-centric economy, this was a potential death sentence. The Mauritian government panicked, but they panicked efficiently. They overhauled their financial laws and their entire compliance framework in just 18 months, successfully getting themselves removed from the list by October 2021. For global investors, this rapid regulatory fix proves that the government values its financial reputation over everything else.
They will move heaven and earth to ensure international watchdogs never freeze your money. Extreme local inequality is the fatal flaw of almost every tropical wealth haven, as desperation breeds social unrest. Mauritius circumvents this by operating a stealth welfare state. To afford it, the government actively taxes the elite. In recent budgets, they hiked the registration duty on foreign property purchases to 10%, skimming the top off the incoming capital. This graphic demonstrates how those entry fees are redistributed. The heavy taxes on luxury consumption directly fund free public hospitals, free university education, and free transport for the elderly. The working class has a safety net, which removes the incentive for social upheaval. The result is a level of political stability that is rare for the region. In November 2024, the powerful incumbent prime minister, shown here, faced a massive electoral defeat. Instead of claiming fraud or calling in the army, he immediately admitted defeat, got in his car, and went home.
By taxing the elite entry fee to fund a robust social contract, Mauritius effectively buys domestic peace. They neutralize the political risk that makes banking in neighboring countries a nightmare. The physical reality of the island is grounded by the infrastructure struggles of places like Cyber City Ebony. While you get gigabit internet speeds to run high-frequency trading algorithms, the road network frequently gridlocks. They built the shiny towers, but they are still playing catch-up on the transit. And the cost of admission is rising rapidly. Because the government knows exactly how desirable their system is, a decent luxury villa will easily push $1 to $2 million. You are paying premium European prices for African sunshine. Yet the wealthy gladly pay it because of a geopolitical trump card secured in May 2025. After decades of protests and legal battles, the United Kingdom signed a historic treaty handing sovereignty of the Chagos archipelago back to Mauritius. The treaty contains a massive caveat. Mauritius immediately agreed to lease the island of Diego Garcia back to the US and UK for 99 years. This means the Mauritian government is legally the landlord for a critical American military base, launching long-range bombers across the globe. Add to that the island of Agalega to the north, where India recently built a 3,000-meter airstrip that serves as a forward operating base for the Indian Navy. Your bank account isn't just protected by smart tax law. By aligning with global superpowers, Mauritius operates under the physical umbrella of two of the most powerful militaries on Earth. Modern wealth preservation requires entering a highly regulated, expensive ecosystem that plays exactly by international rules. Economic security in Mauritius is a product of engineered legal codes and social frameworks rather than resource extraction. They offer a resilient trifecta: an economy that complies with financial watchdogs, a working class pacified by a strong social safety net, and the United States military acting as a long-term tenant. In a world facing economic volatility and constant conflict, boring and predictable have become the most expensive commodities you can buy. By monetizing peace of mind, Mauritius has positioned this isolated beach as a functional bunker for global capital. The secret is out, and the island is filling up.